Good day everyone. For today's reporter, we will be having Miss Marja Julita for the first part and Miss Monowing Gurasa for the second part and me, Miss Shania Javier for the last and third part. We will be discussing the 1979 Convention on the Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination Against Women, or CEDAW, or I'll just pronounce it as Cedaw. Let's start then.
What is Convention on Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination Against Women? It is an international legal instrument that mandates governments to abolish all forms of gender discrimination and support women's equal rights. Cedaw, or Convention on Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination Against Women, is frequently referred to as the Worldwide Bill of Rights for Women. What is Cedaw's basis, rationale of existence? Cedaw's basis, rationale of existence is the Article 27 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Article 27, everyone has the right freely to participate in the cultural life, to enjoy the arts, and to share in scientific advancement and its benefits. What is Cedaw's history? In 1946, the Commission on the Status of Women, CSW, was formed. 1949 to 1967, the CSW drafted a number of accords to safeguard and promote women's rights. In 1967, the General Assembly approved the Declaration on the Elimination of Discrimination Against Women, or GIDE. 1976, the Convention on the Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination Against Women, Cedaw, writing process began. In 1977 to 1979, extensive deliberation of Cedaw. 1979, the General Assembly passed Cedaw. In 1980, Cedaw was signed at the Copenhagen Conference. September 3, 1981, Cedaw entered into force. Why is Cedaw important? Cedaw aims to substantive equality or equality of results, emphasizing the importance of equal access, equal opportunities, and equal outcomes for women and girls. It means that countries are bound to take all necessary efforts to ensure that women and girls enjoy equality in their lives. Cedaw, or Convention on Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination Against Women, core provisions and principles. Number 1 is the non-discrimination. Cedaw defines discrimination broadly, including both acts and inaction, regardless of whether the action or omission has the intent or intention to discriminate or simply has the consequence of discriminating against women. Number 2, state obligation. Cedaw compels nations to vehemently oppose discrimination against women, as well as action to abolish discriminations in laws, policies, and practices, whether done by public or private actors. Aggressively support men's and women's equality and enact temporary special measures that can assist in addressing past prejudice and accelerating true equality. Number 3, substantive equality. Cedaw's ideas of equality extends beyond the formal approach, which treats all ordinary people the same regardless of their background. Cedaw promotes both equality of opportunity, where women are provided equal chances and access to those possibilities as guaranteed by laws, rules, and institutions, and equality of results, where women really experience equality with men in their private and public life.
Articles about Convention on Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination Against Women. It has 30 articles that ratifying nations are required to follow. Article 1 to 6 encompass these fundamental values of states in order to establish non-discrimination and substantive equality. Article 7 to 16 addresses particular topics concerning spheres of public and private life in which women encounter prejudice. Article 17 to 30 form the CEDAW committee and lay out the framework through which the convention functions. In the picture are the articles under the categorized articles of Convention on Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination Against Women. Articles 1 to 6, Core Principles and General Obligation, Discriminations, Article 1, Policy Measures, Article 2, Guarantee of Basic Human Rights and Fundamental Freedom, Article 3, Special Measures, Article 4, Sex Role Stereotyping and Prejudice, Article 5, Prostitution, Article 6, Article 7 to 16, Specific Issues, Political and Public Life, Article 7, Representation, Article 8, Nationality, Article 9, Education, Article 10, Employment, Article 11, Health, Article 12, Economic and Social Benefits, Article 13, Rural Women, Article 14, Law, Article 15, Marriage and Family Life, Article 16, Article 17 to 22, Committee and Reporting Procedure, Article 23 to 24, Effects on State Parties, Articles 25 to 30, Administration of Convention. Convention on Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination Against Women. Optional Protocol Mechanism. The optional protocol to the Convention of the Rights of the Child is a supplementary human rights instrument that supplements the Convention of the Rights of the Child. It created two methods for women to seek remedy for CEDAW violations, the communication procedure and the inquiry procedure. These provisions are accessible to state parties that have ratified CEDAW and the OPCEDAW can use them. Communication procedure. The communication technique is a formalized mechanism established under OPCEDAW. An individual or a group of individuals form a state party to the CEDAW Convention, and the OPCEDAW may bring an alleged breach of CEDAW Convention to the attention of the CEDAW Committee. Inquiry procedure. The inquiry procedure is a mechanism established under OPCEDAW via which a CEDAW committee can offer comments and recommendations on serious or systematic breaches of the CEDAW Convention's rights. Alternatively, the CEDAW committee may decide to launch an investigation into a significant and systematic violation caused by the state party in the question's conduct or omission.
Philippine participation on Cedaw. Prior to the implementation of Cedaw on September 3, 1981, the Philippines signed it on July 15, 1980 and ratified it on August 5, 1981. Since Philippines became the first ASEAN country to do so, on November 12, 2003, the Philippines also accepted the optional protocol to the Convention on the Rights of the Child. Next, I see Leticia Ramos Shahani. She prepared the first draft of Cedaw, which was adopted by the United Nations as a fundamental working paper in collaboration with Russian delegate Tatiana Nikolaeva. Next is Philippine Magna Carta of Women, or the Republic Act 9710. The Magna Carta of Women was enacted on August 14, 2009 and took effect on September 15, 2009. A comprehensive women's human rights law aimed at eradicating discrimination by recognizing, defending, enforcing, and promoting the rights of Filipino women, particularly those in marginalized sectors. Next naman is legal mandates. So these legal mandates are the legal basis for the celebration of the National Women's Month, which these are Proclamation number 224 Series 1988, Proclamation number 227 Series 1988, and Republic Act 6949 Series 1990. Other laws that are actually connected for the protection of women and children are Republic Act 7877, Anti-Sexual Harassment Act, Republic Act 835T or Anti-Rape Law, Republic Act 8505 or Rape Victim Assistance and Protection Act, and Republic Act 9208 Anti-Trafficking in Person Act, Republic Act 9262 Anti-Violence Against Women and Their Children Act, Family Code, Women's and Children's Desk and Services in Government Agency. And that will be all. Sana may natutunan kayo. Thank you.